Well, Anna, I want to let you know how sorry I am about your Aunt Lydia's passing. She really was quite the special woman.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Gunther. But I suppose I'm going to have to take your word for it on that one. Well, sir, it's just that I don't really know my aunt very well.
You mean you two were not close?
Well, no. In fact, I don't think I'd seen her since I was a little kid.
Really? Isn't that interesting?
Is it?
Well, it's just that most people who don't know their aunts very well don't get to inherit their houses.
I know, and that's why I find it so strange myself.
So, if you don't mind me asking, why is it that you decided to move into the house instead of selling it? I mean, you do live 2 states away.
Well, I guess you could say that I can use a fresh start.
Ah, I see. A breakup of some sort.
I'd rather not get into it with you. It's just that it's private, you understand?
I understand. Anyway, the house is furnished. I think you saw that.
Yes, I do now. So now I have to figure out what to do with all of her old furniture, too?
Yes, or you could keep it.
Keep all my aunt's old stuff?
She had eclectic taste. Rather funky, you might say.
So she just left me the house, huh?
She didn't have any children, and she said she always looked at you quite fondly.
I guess that's very nice of her.
Do you have children, Sam?
No, I don't.
Oh, I almost forgot.
Yes?
Your aunt left you some type of present, I don't know.
A present?
Yes? It's not in my possession now, but I believe that she left it on the table.
The table?
Yes, the kitchen table, she said.
But I don't understand this. Why didn't she just leave it to you?
Honestly, I have no idea. Your aunt was a little bit of a strange woman sometimes.
Yeah, well, with her and my mom didn't really get along very well.
Oh, really? Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It can sure be difficult with sisters.
So, from personal experience or something.
Oh, yes. My sisters are quite the dramatic bunch. Always falling out over this or that. Do you have siblings?
No, I'm an only child, actually.
Oh, well, I'm envious, I must say.
Wait, Mr. Gunther, I don't get it.
What's up? What's the matter?
I'm checking out the gift my aunt left me, but this gift, it's my mother's diary. Or one of them. And it's revealing some crazy stuff.
Insane? What do you mean by insane?
Like my dad isn't really my dad. That sort of crazy thing.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I think I've made myself fairly clear here, sir. My mother...
Had sex with someone other than your father?
Well, yeah. Not only that, I was the result of it.
That's quite a shocking allegation. Have you ever heard of anything like that before? Say, from your father?
Of course not. And according to this, he never knew.
Perhaps you could ask them. Are they still with us?
No, Mr. Gunther, they both died. Well, what can you do, right? People do tend to go and die on us.
Well, I wish I could help you with these matters, but I honestly have no idea what any of it could mean. Frankly, I didn't even know of your existence until a few months ago.
Well, I don't know what to make of this. Could any of it really be true, I wonder? Do you know of anything I could do?
I suppose the only way you could know for sure would be to take a DNA test, and as many as you can. Those companies have millions of customers. With any luck, this man has his DNA on file as well.
I suppose I could do that. How long does something like that take?
Well, when my wife did it, it took several weeks. A few months, I believe.
Well, I suppose it's worth a shot.
That is, if you really want to know.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just that I've had many clients over the years find long-lost relatives. And, shall we say, mixed results.
I guess I should probably think about it, but if there's any doubt, I think I want to know.
That's up to you. Don't say I didn't warn you of any consequences now.
Consequences? Like what?
Oh, well, I don't know. Many things could happen. Issues with an inheritance. The sky's the limit.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll have to think about it then.
I wish there was someone here that you could talk to about it besides me. Are you making any friends here yet?
It's sort of hard to make friends considering I've only been here a week. But there is someone I've become friendly with.
Oh, really? Who could that be?
If you must know, a barista at a coffee shop.
Petty Press?
Yes, exactly. How did you know?
Because it's only the best coffee in town. And you strike me as someone who appreciates a nice cup of coffee.
Well, I do.
Hey Sam, how you doing?
Heidi, what's up?
Oh, nothing much. Just about to get off work. Harper is counting down my drawer as we speak.
Well, lucky you. I still have 3 hours at my shift at the music shop.
Then what are you doing texting me? Aren't you going to get in trouble?
Well, I'm doing clandestinely.
Oh, so you're pretty sneaky then.
I have my moments, but only at work, never in relationships.
Well, that's good to know.
So, are we still hanging out later?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I don't know, a movie?
Are you sure that you don't want to go through that ancestry stuff again?
Wow, Heidi, you're even more interested in that stuff than I am, I think.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's just so interesting. Your aunt gives you this diary of your mother's, and then you find out all of this. It sounds like some sort of a mystery novel or something.
Well, it's not... It's my real life, somehow.
I know this is kind of a weird question, but do you mind me writing a story inspired by this?
Sure, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
That's great. I think it really could be something interesting.
Dramatic? You mean...
Well, yeah, I'll say.
I swear I'm not a dramatic person. This all just sort of happened to me. I mean, nothing crazy.
I believe you.
Anyway, until I get the results, all I can do is wait, right?
I know that's probably kind of stressful.
Well, you've really been helping me through.
Aw, really? Do you think so?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think I could have done any of this without you.
Well, I know that neither of us have been in a relationship for a long time.
And yeah, well, relationships are tricky, aren't they?
And I really do appreciate the fact that you've been taking it slow with me.
Oh, well, I was going to say the exact same thing about you.
So, if you don't mind me asking,
Yeah?
well, you've been sort of cagey about all of that. Your past relationships and all of that.
Well...
I mean, all we've done is kissed, which is cool. I love it, and I just want you to know that when you're ready to take the next step, so am I.
Well, thanks a lot for telling me. I really do appreciate your honesty. It's just that I got hurt bad last time. Really bad. And I just really need to take everything slow. Like, at a snail's pace.
Well, I feel like you're with it.
Thanks, Heidi. You're so understanding.
So, movie?
And sushi?
Of course. Now, put your phone down and get back to work.
Hey, sweets, what's up?
Ugh.
Oh no, I was gonna give you my own ugh.
What's your ugh about?
No, you go first. Your ugh was first.
Okay, well, there's this old guy that always comes into the coffee shop, a regular named Joseph.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, he's one of those everything is changing, I don't like it, I'm gonna let everybody know it types.
Oh yes, I'm well aware.
So anyway, he started going on to a first-time customer about diversity in advertising.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it turned into a whole thing.
Yikes.
So, anyway, what's your ugh?
It's the ancestry thing.
What? Did you get the results?
No, it's just... Okay, it's not just the ancestry thing.
Uh-oh.
I just feel so bad that I can't open myself up more to you. It's just not fair.
Hey, look, I get it. We've talked about this. You're worth waiting for.
I don't know about that. Honestly, I think I'm kind of a mess right now.
So what? Who isn't?
I just don't know if all of this is fair to you.
What do you mean?
I mean, me with all my daddy issues and stuff.
Look, you're not the only one with daddy issues, okay?
What do you mean? I thought you had a great relationship with your dad.
Yeah, I do with my stepdad.
You mean you don't get along with your real dad?
I don't even know my real dad, Sam. Like, at all.
Oh, wow, I had no idea. Or is he?
I have no idea. I mean, when I don't know, I don't know. I'm in the same position as you are.
But then why don't you tell me?
I don't know. I guess it was just as painful for me to talk about as it is for you.
But I've been talking about it with you.
I know you're right. I'm sorry.
Wow. Well, aren't we just two peas in a pod?
Honestly, I wouldn't want to be peas with anybody else right now.
That might be one of the sweetest things anyone's ever said to me.
Aw, maybe we met each other at just the right time.
I don't know, it's weird. I just feel like we have this connection.
I do too, Sam.
So I'll catch you later? Bring me a latte?
Quad shot?
Oof, it's already 4. Maybe not. I want to sleep tonight.
I hear it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Well, you heard wrong. Heidi, you won't believe it.
What is it?
Today's the day I got the results.
Oh my gosh, have you opened them yet? What are they?
Well, it turns out that there's someone in that registry, and they share my DNA. Several, in fact.
Several?
Most were just long-distant cousins. But I found him, Heidi. I found my dad.
Wow, I can't believe it. So, what's his name? Is it Sammy? Like your mom's diary said?
Yeah, actually, it's Sammy Stevens.
So, where is he?
6 feet under in St. Francis Cemetery.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, at least I now know, right? I mean, it's good to finally know for sure after all of this. I mean, I can't meet him, unfortunately, but at least I can look some stuff up about him.
Yeah, that's awesome for you to look at. This is a silver lining.
What can I say? You've made me a much more positive person, Heidi.
So, what are you going to do? Look up this guy? I mean, your dad?
I don't know, public records, I guess. Good old investigative reporter work.
Well, if there's anything that I can help you with, please let me know.
Absolutely. So, any more incidents with Joseph at the coffee shop lately?
No, nothing too bad. Just his usual grumpy self. I hope that my dad wasn't like that. I hope he was cool.
Well, maybe you could find out too.
You mean take a test like you did?
Yeah, absolutely. See if any of your DNA's already in the system.
I guess it's worth a shot, but I don't know. You are ready for the results, it seems. I don't know if I am.
I guess that's a question only you can answer, right?
I'll have to think about it, I guess.
It's a tough decision finding out where you came from.
I guess I'll think on it.
I mean, I guess I'm going to try and find out who this Sammy Stevenson was. Hello? Is this Chloe Stevenson?
Yes. Stevenson is my maiden name. Luther is my name now. And who is this?
Hi, this is Sam Moon.
All right. And what can I do for you?
This is a weird question, but was your brother Sammy?
Who are you? What do you want?
Well, the thing is, Mr. Luther, Well, I think I might be your aunt.
What? What are you talking about?
My mother was Laura Moon. Her maiden name was Mason.
Laura Mason?
I did a DNA test recently, and his name, your brother, came up in the system as my father's. I know this must be quite a shock to you. I'm sorry.
Oh, Sammy.
So, you knew?
No, I didn't. I'm not surprised, is all. My brother, your father, was a bit of a scoundrel.
Oh, I see.
He got around the block, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get it.
In fact, believe it or not, this isn't the first time I've gotten a call from someone claiming to be his child.
Oh, no, I'm not claiming it. I have the proof right here. It's a DNA test.
I highly doubt that my dear brother would have any interest in doing an ancestry test.
Well, he did.
Look, I'm sorry. Maybe you are my niece? In fact, more than likely that you are. But I just can't have a relationship with every single one of my brother's 18 children.
18? Did you say 18?
Now, you know what I'm talking about. Now you know how exhausted I am by the whole thing.
Oh my gosh, well, I'm not really looking for a relationship, to tell you the truth. I'm just wondering who my father was.
Who he was?
Yes, you know anything about him at all?
Well, he was troubled from the day he was born. That's what he was.
Oh, I see.
In and out of jail and institutions.
Wow, really?
He was a trucker, you see. Hence, all of the kids. But what he was hauling around, along with the Ritz crackers and granola, was cocaine.
Oh, I see.
So, he ended up being sentenced to 20 years in prison, which is where the louse died 13 years ago this month.
Oh, well, that's quite shocking.
So, the apple falls far from the tree, I hope.
Well, yes, I was raised in a good home by good people.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Thanks for your help. I'm sorry to have bothered you.
It's all right, dear. You know you aren't like the others.
The others?
Yes, your brothers and your sisters.
Oh, right, of course.
Listen, if there's anything else you ever want to know about our family, you could contact me again.
Really? Well, thanks for that.
My brother was a mess, but it doesn't mean his children have to be.
Well, Sam, do you feel any better about any of this? I mean, knowing that your dad wasn't really worth knowing? Sorry, that sounds kind of harsh.
No, it's okay. Honestly, I'm still really glad that I did it. It's crazy, but I do feel like I have some closure on the whole thing.
Really? Wow, I'm so glad to hear you say that. I was starting to get nervous.
What do you mean? About what?
That maybe you were regretting all of this? Because, well, I decided to do one too.
You mean the DNA test to find out who your dad is?
Yeah, I guess you inspired me to do it.
Wow, Heidi, I'm really glad for you. I think you're going to find it's going to be an amazing experience.
I hope. I also hope it doesn't take as long as yours did. Hey, Sam.
Heidi! What's up? Did you get your results back?
Yeah, I did.
So what are they? Was there anyone in the system with your DNA?
Well, yeah, actually.
And who is it?
It's Sammy Stevenson.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, it must just be someone with the same name. It surely can't be.
No, Sam. It is.
But how do you know?
Because your name came up too.
Oh my god.
I guess that's why we always felt such a connection to each other.
But we kissed.
But that's it. And let's face it, Sam. We've been more than friends ever since anyway.
I guess you're right. Things have been weird.
And now we know why. Because things are weird. Really weird. Like, I kissed my sister weird.
I'm sorry, but my mind is like totally blown right now.
Believe me, I know. Took me hours to come down from it.
But wait a minute. That means I'm not an only child.
Well, you have 17 brothers and sisters, remember?
No, I mean, I've never met any of them. But now I have you.
I guess we have each other. I mean, I was an only child too, you know.
This has to be by far the strangest way two people have ever met. How did that guy pull this off?
He had a woman in every town, I guess.
And apparently sometimes too, it seems.
At least now I don't have to do any more research about him. You already did it all for me.
So now what do we do? Where do we go from here?
Well, I guess we officially have to break up first.
All right, so who does it?
I'll let you do the honors.
Oh no, please, I insist.
Alright, fine. I'm breaking up with you.
Oh wow, you jumped right on that, didn't you?
But you said I could do it.
Yeah, but you didn't have to be so mean about it.
I'm not the one being mean. You're the one being mean.
Hey, if you don't stop, I'm gonna have to tell Aunt Cleo on you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
After a friend posted online about the very strange story of Sam and Heidi, they both went viral. They were interviewed by Inside Edition and became an item of particular fascination for a day. They are now as close as sisters can be. They've even formed a relationship with their Aunt Chloe, but they don't talk about the kissing.